I made a video previously talking about, basically talking about what I was going to talk about now. And, I just wanted to make a video to basically out to my ex. Mostly just to say thank you. There were a lot of things I didn't appreciate when we were together. And I think the thing I appreciated the most was that you had shown me that, there was more outside my household. There was still good out there. There was still someone, there was someone who really cared about me, who put, you put my well-being above yours for quite a while until it got to the point where you could no longer do that because it was harming you. And you were the first person to really show me the meaning of love. Not familial love, but, what unconditional love should be. And, I understand the reasons why you had to leave me. I think we both have our scars that we need to heal. But I'm grateful that you had given me love. And I'm sorry that I never showed that enough. One other thing I wanted also to say is, whenever you want to talk to me again, I got you a small, little something. It's not super expensive, but, I thought of you when I saw it. And, whether you want it or not, at some point, it's up to you. In about 5 days, I'm due to get my license. Although I'm scheduled to work in 5 days, but I'm going to at least request to get off early. Otherwise, I'll just take a write-up because I am not missing out on my appointment to get my license. That is something that's more important to me, getting my spatial freedom. So, at that point, at that point, it'll offer me a real sense of happiness because I can go wherever I want. I'm not bogged down by schedules. I can just get up, hop in the car, and go somewhere. And, I think that's just what I want. I just want to travel for a bit, just get out of the house, do some things. I think that's one great source of, misery for me is that I never had that freedom. I always had to rely on other people's schedules. And I think this is the first step to happiness for me. It's just not relying on anyone else's schedule but my own. I can get up, get in the car, and go wherever I want. Granted, it's going to be expensive, for one, paying for the car, and two, insurance. But, if that's all I have, then that's all I have. Might start looking at some other jobs with the city. If I can't get this tutoring job, I'll look at city jobs. Because by the time I apply and they get back to me, I'll probably already have the license, and by the time I start work, I'll probably have the car. So, but, I also just wanted to say that I'm sorry. I know sorry doesn't cut it for all the hurtful things I said to you, but I pushed you away and I shouldn't have. And just know that I do love you, but, like I stated before, I think it was me, my subconscious, really just pushing everyone away because there just had to be a point where I had to let go of everyone because I was so deeply hurt. So in a weird way, I had to hurt other people, but to the point where they had to push me away because I just was so unhealthy. mentally speaking. I was prescribed a couple new medications today. Wellbutrin is one, Abilify is the other. I'll start taking both concurrently tomorrow, but I'll also have to take the small dosage of lithium to make sure that my suicidal ideations do not come back. I think the medication might have played a good role in all of a sudden triggering those ideations and creating those sudden mood swings, but hopefully these two medications might help stabilize my mood. Because granted, I'm still trying to do the things that I enjoy doing. And when I do get a car, I plan to go out and explore. But, like I said before, my mind just springs back to, its state of equilibrium. And that state of equilibrium is not healthy. I need to change that. And I think the medication might help a bit with that. So hopefully these two medications help, stabilize my mood in addition to what I'm doing. I kind of think of it as an experiment. Figure out all the little factors I need to tweak to get myself right. It's like a math problem. Figure out what medications, what activities, what dosage of medications, what I can and can't take with it to get to a better place. So, and I hope, speaking to you, my ex, I hope that you are doing well, and I'm sorry to hear about your troubles that are going on. I know I can't say anything to comfort you because, we both experienced similar things. We both experienced loss. I don't think there's anything I can say that'll make it better. I will say, your family member has lived a long life. Hell, probably longer than, any of my family members might live. So they got to see a lot. Who knows what ends up happening whenever we die. Maybe it's just a whole another life that we get to live, just slightly different. We get to make different choices. Hopefully another life I can, relive the fatal moment where I said the things I said that hurt you, and instead of saying them, retract everything. But like you said, words hurt. I can't take it back. All I can say is that I am sorry. But, still trying to figure out what makes me tick. My therapist offered a good piece of advice, and that is to figure out, how to nurture my inner child, because I never really understood that. I was, let's just say, mentally abused by some of their parental models. And, I never really lived for myself. I just never lived in the moment. So maybe it's time to figure out what things make me tick, what makes me happy. The art makes me happy. At one point video games did. At least older video games. Modern video games don't. Also, tutoring does make me happy. So, maybe when I get a city job, I can still apply for tutoring jobs and see if I eventually get it. But, do what I gotta do to earn some more money and save up and hopefully create the next chapter of my life. But if I'm being honest, I hope at some point, to my ex, you can be a part of that next chapter. Not now, but maybe later. So, but anyway, video's getting long. I just wanted to say thank you for showing me what I was missing out on for so long. And I hope at least, you know, my time with you before I drastically changed was memorable. So anyway, I'm gonna end it here. I have a few things I gotta do before wrapping up for the night. Maybe I'll make one more video talking about some of the drawings I did today. Although I didn't do too much today. So, anyway. And for the rest of you watching, hopefully you are doing better. Tomorrow we begin with new medications, see how that goes. And meeting up with some new potential friends that I made, you know, off of Reddit, who live in the area. You know, so maybe can hang out with some more people who are like-minded and make some new friends. Who knows?